Japanese community games. Okay, now we're going.
I think the timing, like, methods started because Japanese people did it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the case. But we just kept it in the Mario community, and I mean, there's other reasons why it makes sense beyond just that, in terms of timing that we recently discussed as well. So it is probably the most legitimate way to do it. N64s don't load faster than other N64s, really, anyways. There's been some recent discovery with N64 loading things, maybe, but there's been no proper documentation yet. But, anyways, Xiah waves to the camera. He's ready to go for the run. And first of all, he's gonna be attempting Lucky to skip here and then go straight in for LBOJ in the castle. I'm expecting him to not fail these, but it can easily happen. He's just that much of a beast that there's what chance is there even of him messing up? Yeah, he got Lucky to skip. Now for LBOJ. So you can let's grab this little part under the pillar, and then the BOJs build up speed, and you can actually got a bounce here and then clip into Dark World without needing the 8 stars. And he got it, no problem. 121 entry is really good as well. Since this is 16 star, he's going to be grabbing the red coins here. He hit the flames, but that's fine. You can still make what's known as Shigeru cycle.
Which he makes with no problem.
Yeah, his movement is really crisp, is the best way to describe it. So that's Shigeru cycle, making it before this little block of cheese comes out of the wall again. Named after a Mario player called Shigeru, who doesn't really play anymore. And double first frame, wall kick, nice. It's at 1/30th of a second input to get the first frame wall kick, which builds speed in this game, which means technically speaking you can get an infinite speed pretty much if you were to do it over and over, but doing 1/30th frame perfect inputs is really difficult, so it's always impressive to see, even if it's not as difficult as you might think. Like, the timing is strict, but if you know the timing, then you can do it pretty consistently. You practice that as well as a lot, right, Toast?
Yeah. Pete signed at the camera a few times. He did it before the double firsts as well.
Yeah.
That looked like a 250 fade out, which I think is almost perfect for
Yeah,
cycle.
It was clean. I didn't really like, you saw the mistake at the start of Dark World, but that doesn't matter because you need to wait for the cycle no matter what, so it doesn't lose any time.
There's a faster cycle you can make in Dark World, which we actually call a Xiah cycle, because
I guess there's two, but there's only one RTA viable, which he was the first to do, which people do in 120 star now, but since this is a marathon, it makes no sense to do that. He failed the long jump there, which is actually kind of funny. So he's going to be doing Owless here. If you hit a... Oh shit, he's doing cycle. Oh, okay. Trying to swag. That's really difficult. It's like a glitchy wall kick, side flip. You have to... It's stupid. No one does that for RTA, but he does the normal one right there, which is just a...
It's not a glitchy wall kick, just very precise.
Oh, you can do it with a glitchy one as well, right?
Yeah, but that's more like Taz.
Yeah.
And this guy is the closest we have to human Taz. As you said, he's not quite a robot.
Okay, so this is gonna be Catalyst setup. He did it a little bit weird here. He grabbed too far right, but repositioned himself. So Swagfolder found this little setup. You get the Xiah laugh. Nice. He's enjoying this.
I thought he would have plank pushed from there.
Yeah, I guess he didn't feel like that would be necessary, which usually, even if you don't plank push, you get this anyways, but it's a precise thing still. Like, it's pretty much 2 pixels in the wall as far as up and tall you can hit in order to even get the star from inside the wall. I doubt that he will miss it twice in a row, though. This is not that precise with the setup, to be honest, but you can still just miss it in certain positions.
Yeah,
okay, there you go.
Alright.
So he only gets 3 stars in Womps with this route since he did LBOJ. The ideal thing about LBOJ is that you skip getting some of the lobby stars so you don't have to wait for Dark World, which in turn save time just because the basement stars are really quick to get in comparison.
And also you don't have to
open extra door. For yeah.
CCM.
I think it's like 20 plus seconds you save with this route, right?
Should be around 30, something like
that.
Yeah. But it's pretty significant for a category like this.
Do you know if he does Pillarless? I don't think he does, right?
No.
Oh wait, he does. Okay. So no, that is so dumb. What basically happened is he jumped at a part on the slope where it counts as a slope. Like the little white thing made it so that he couldn't like jump and kick, and he dove back into it and went out of bounds, or not out of bounds, into the sand and died. That's actually hilarious to see, not gonna lie, but pretty sad. What should have happened is he was gonna jump over the hill, which you'll see very, very soon.
He wanted to jump with the bomb and hold back to go faster backwards, but he accidentally pressed back before jumping, and it pushed him down.
Yeah, it turned him around before he actually should have.
Versus your momentum when you're...
Huh? Oh, you can still make this bird here. Oh, wait. Well, this is sort of the intended strat. Wait for the bird on the pillars. I wonder if he'll go for plus again, or if he's just gonna go for lava boost now. Because you can either do pillarless or lava boost with this route, where pillarless saves a little bit of time, but lava boost is generally considered easier. Yeah, he goes for lava boost. It's if he were to miss pillarless again, the backup is just so slow that even dying on lava boost would be the same speed pretty much. Because you respawn inside the volcano if you die in the volcano, so you don't lose that much time. It's a really clean reds. There's a few different strats to do that, and he did the fastest, which is long jump into jump dive over. So because he's gonna get lava boost, he's almost getting all stars in this stage, and you're gonna see right here, getting the red hot rolling log or whatever it's called. There we go. You can do a somewhat precise wall kick there and just barely ledge grab the top. If you move, you pretty much ledge grab immediately because it's so thin, but you can still ledge grab it for some reason. A lot of those kind of thin walls would just make you drop down, but that one's made like a normal wall. The wing cap would be faster, but since you need 10 stars to get the wing cap, that strat is the alternative, and it's still faster in 16 star by far over any other star. So this is Lava Boost, named after using the lava fall to boost yourself up, and he did it, I'd say probably in the most standard, fast way, and it went pretty well.
Just the most standard, like, safe way, I guess.
Yeah. Like there's a super slow way, but that's kind of the normal strat.
Differently in runs where he would long jump from a closer spot to hit the lava, but it's a bit more risky.
Yeah. So he's gonna do the elevator star here, which is pretty easy because you can just boost up for this elevator, and then it's not much to say about it really. You just jump up, get the star.
He messed up the pole grab a little bit. If you grab it when Mario's facing with backwards momentum to it, you grab it immediately, and it doesn't change your angle.
Yeah, so he grabbed it with the speed, and that makes him turn halfway around on the pole, which is undesirable, obviously. But it doesn't really lose that much time, like 0.23 something. It's okay. So you can do a let's grab skip there, and it's pretty fast to just kill that bully. He won't get the small bullies though, because they're pretty slow compared to the HMC stars left.
Xiah looking like he opted to go for a swag cam rather than like diving to the star.
Yeah. So he needs well, he doesn't need, but it's faster to get the Toad star in this. But the Toad doesn't actually spawn until 12 stars, if anyone's wondering why he didn't get that already. So he's going to get a star here, or 2 stars, it doesn't really matter, before he gets Toad. But it's necessary for him to not get not get Toad as the 15th star, because Mips, the rabbit needed for the clip he's going to do when he has 15 stars, doesn't spawn unless you exit a stage or like re-enter this area with 15 stars. So if he was to forget it, which he doesn't, he would have to like re-enter Hazy Maze Cave and then die immediately, and then it would have spawned, for instance. So he's gonna get 2 pretty quick stars here: the Watch for Rolling Rocks and what's it called, Toxic Maze something.
Amazing emergency exit.
Yeah.
The first star he did here, by the way, was triple jump over the box, and in this level, sort of, it doesn't really have ceilings, so you can pretty much jump over a bunch of walls for a few stars here.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots you can do that in HMC. Not everyone's equally useful. That one's generally the only one that's really used, except for the long jump clip. Also, Xiah did a slightly different strat than you're used to before, which doesn't matter. He's getting owned by these rocks. These rocks are completely RNG. Usually, I'd say, like on average, they don't get in your way. But he got 2 in his way, and like he reacted to the first one, but then because he did a long jump wall kick to save time, he couldn't react to the second one because it was coming too quick. So now he has 15 stars, and now Mips is spawned, and he's gonna do Mips clip, and Xiah has some really good Mips clips. So yeah, punch grab, which is first of all super fast because you don't have to wait for Mario's getting up animation from the dive. And then you do like a little crouch here at a certain spot, and you can punch in the crouch animation. And that, like, first of all, you clip into the door, and then you can jump out of the door with Mips in your hand. And that was the glitch. It's not even a, do you call it glitchy wall kick? I don't even know. It pushes you inside the wall with Mips when you wall kick, and you can do it really, really quick, but it requires a somewhat precise angle, and you gotta hit the wall at the right spot. It's not too tricky, actually, but it's pretty difficult.
It's just when you bonk on the wall, it drops Mips, right?
Yeah, and then
which pushes you into the wall, and then you can like double tap A to wall kick.
Maybe that's the case. And he's going for front sub here, which Toast knows a lot more about than I do.
Well, not much to say. You just swim at a precise angle and jump at a precise spot.
Yeah, he also got the little ledge clip thing, so he can roll out earlier and then jump dive into the star. What is you said it saves like 2 seconds optimally, right?
Something like that. Here,
okay.
Let's see if he goes for pole glitch.
I'm assuming he does because it's Xiah.
Yeah, he always goes for it.
He was like one dust particle away or something. I think he just did the jump dive too early before the single jump. He's not gonna get early Ellie's for this, sadly. But if he was to get that trick, you can actually clip kind of inside the pole, which is why it's called pole glitch, but it's actually because you the game gets tricked into thinking you are grabbing onto the ceiling inside the box area that you go up in above the pole. And this is sort of the old strat in the book. You can long jump along the side here and just boost in the lava up for the Bowser fight. Actually not a very tricky stage in 16 star, but there's a lot of time to be saved from just doing optimal movement, which is kind of the case with this category in general. Xiah's wall record is really far ahead of everyone else, at least compared to how short the category is, and it really shows in his gameplay when you see him play. It's a little bit harder to see because this is a marathon setting and he's messing up a bunch of the kind of necessary stars in order to get a really good time, but his gameplay is just really crazy for stuff like this. So now that he has 16 stars, he's gonna re-enter Fire Sea and exit course, and he will be in lobby. And he can go upstairs, because now he already has the key. There's gonna be lag from the wing cap stage, so he's gonna press the R button here to zoom in, and that reduces a bit of the lag. Which lag reduction is also a pretty big factor in this game, also in this category, even though it's not as much in this category. We can clip into the ceiling here. Pretty much everyone knows that. I actually found out that out as a kid. It's somewhat common. So BLJ's here. These first stairs are kind of annoying. Yeah, he didn't get the speed. You need to clip onto a stair and then hit the next stair like right after, so you get 2 backwards long jumps, and then you usually have enough speed to clip up all the way. And there's sort of a setup, and this is gonna make it, to it, but it's still what I'd essentially call pseudo RNG, because you can control it to a certain extent, but if you're just slightly off, you won't get it. This one's a little bit easier. I think he's gonna let's grab and enter Bowser this guy with the BLJ right here. Yeah. Oh, he went through it, but he actually hit it as well.
Last stage in the game.
Yeah. This one's actually pretty crazy to see, like an IL kind of situation from, because in 16 star you... Oh.
Interesting angle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really bad long jump angle. Okay, he didn't fall down at least. But rather what's about to come. He tried for the speed kick as well. He's so crazy. But this triple jump wall kick he's definitely going for. And it's really difficult. Moody. I heard him say that. Impossible. Oh my god, he didn't fall down. Now for the punch setup. Okay, he's up at least. That's the worst I've ever seen him play. But that was hilarious. Oh, he got the... There's like one of the elevators that has a glitchy side to it, and that was the one elevator. And just so happened to be on that cycle.
Is he going for the dive?
Yeah. Oh my god, and he like fell by the stairs, but he still didn't clip and lose his speed. That was actually cool.
Alright.
So this is still like a mid-17 pace. Yeah. So now he's playing with the Hori as well. He was doing that for the other Bowser fights. It's just way easier to spin. And he used to be pretty purist about it and didn't want to use another controller, but he's changed his mind now that he sees how easy it is to spin. Oh, that didn't hit. Damn.
That was really close.
It must have been just because of the angle he threw it from the side a little bit. So it looked like it was going to hit.
He almost fell off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to hit.
Alright, that's 2.
So just this final throw, and timer ends when he hits the star, pretty much, which is a little bit after. This should still be like a 17:45 or something.
Alright.
That's still pretty good, considering that he like died in SSL and had some pretty bad things going on. That's still I'd say a respectable time for a marathon setting. Yeah, 17:45. He's not exactly super happy about it, but I mean, he got a 2-minute better time in practice.
Yeah. What time did you say he got in practice?
He tweeted he got like a 15:48, I think.
Oh.
That's actually pretty crazy.
In this marathon, because he's probably never played in anything like this before.
Yeah. I figure the setting makes it a little difficult. I know for myself, just sitting in a different chair and stuff makes it feel different to sit and play, and different TV and stuff. But yeah,
a lot.
Like the time he got in practice was equal to tied 6th place, which is pretty crazy for the practice run.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
If people liked watching him, he does stream on Twitch. He streams on Nico, but he also does stream on Twitch. So feel free to follow him. You can see in the top right now, twitch.tv/Xiah7s. It's also Nightbot linked. He mainly does Mario 64, 16 star, 0, 1 star, but sometimes he pushes for 70 and stuff as well.
So he also does a lot of single star, which you can find on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Xiah 1048.
Yeah, 1048. I'll link it in case it doesn't automatically time me out.
But yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested in cool Mario stuff.
This YouTube channel right here, I linked. That's the good shit, so to speak. There's a lot of really cool IL stars in there, and he's definitely the best IL player. So check that out as well if you're interested. I believe coming up next is Yoshi's Island, which that's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure who's jumping in on commentary, but it's definitely not gonna be me and Toast.
I know nothing about Yoshi's Island.
You jump around and stuff.
lose. I guess you probably don't BLJ.
You don't BLJ? Okay. Can't imagine.